Great player, 4-3. Cardinals beat the Marlins. And then we have Freddie Freeman, made his debut on the field for the Dodgers today. And you see him here in the first inning. And that would be big surprise, base hit.
What a good feeling to get that first one out the way. No matter who you are, it's nice to get that first one out the way with a new team.
Jonathan India, Rookie of the Year. I love this guy. Love him.
How do you determine, if you're the Reds, what guys to move and what guys to hold on to? I mean, that guy's a stud.
Yeah, he is, and they unloaded a lot of talent, so they're clearly rebuilding. Walker Buehler is a stud. Talk about studs. Walker Buehler may be the best of the bunch on that team. And then a long ball. Is that Will Smith?
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith goes deep.
Best two-strike choke-up home run hitter in the league, in my opinion. He changes his approach, chokes up on the bat, and it seems like he goes deep every time.
I love the category, the choke-up home run hitter. No joke here. Mike Moustakas leaves the game. Too bad to see him hurt. Man, he gets banged up. He plays hard. All right, so additions and subtractions. Let's look at additions. And the very top of the list, Freddie Freeman won a World Series the year before the MVP. And during the game, he talked with the Dodgers reporter from the dugout.
Dodgers debut. We heard the fans, they were chanting your name. How was it?
That was definitely nice. Usually not hearing that from Dodgers fans over the course of my career, but it was nice to get a very nice welcome and able to get a hit out there today. You know, it's a new chapter in my life, and, you know, this was a big day. My whole family's here watching. I got the 2 one-year-olds. I don't know how they're doing up there right now. It's probably nap time for them, but I was able to get pictures of them before the game in the lobby, so it's been a special day.
Freddie Freeman, one of the best in the game and also one of the easiest people to talk to in the game. Put that aside. Changing teams, what is it like?
It's tough for majority of the players, but for a guy like Freddie, I think he couldn't have gone to a better situation. Yes, he will be remembered in Atlanta, and I'm not going to say that we're going to get to the point to where we'll forget Freddie's Atlanta days. That's not what it is. But going to a team like the Dodgers, when you have the personalities, not just the talent that you have in the lineup, but the personalities of Mookie and Bellinger and Justin Turner and Trey Turner, these guys, Max Muncy, these guys are known to be clubhouse guys, great leaders. And now you're bringing the gold standard into that atmosphere with those other guys to where you can feel comfortable coming into a team like that. You don't feel like you have to come in and be the man and carry this team and put the team on your back. With so many superstars on one team, as crazy as it is, Freddie can go in there and just feel like one of the guys, which I think is a great transition for a player to be able to make.
But there is pressure. Not only did you win, but now you better win.
It's pressure, but he doesn't come off like the type of guy, in my opinion, that allows that pressure to get to him too much. Like I said, when you surround yourself with you got guys making big bread in that dugout, in that dugout, just like you are, and the fan base loves you. You're known as a great guy in the clubhouse, a great guy in the community. I don't feel like he'll feel too much of that pressure, but he's a guy who pushes himself. So, I mean, that pressure is whatever you want to make it to be, but he's going to go out there and do whatever he does. If he starts off slow, it doesn't matter, because you know by the end of the year, his numbers are going to be what they are. You're staying in the National League. You're comfortable with these pitchers. There's nothing that's going to catch you off guard.
And remember, he did start slow last year and had a huge back end. Kind of kicked it in around June. L.A. goes to Atlanta in June. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Spring training road trip presented by Camping World. Back to Arizona, where Alana and Kevin are standing by with Bobby Witt Jr.
All right, guys, finally joined by Bobby Witt Jr. And with much anticipation, Bobby, comes much expectation. But unfairly, we're putting it on you. What expectations do you put on yourself?
Just try to go out there each and every day, just try to stay healthy and try to help the team as much as I can, and just try to learn, because I'm young and I'm learning from Salvi, Witt, Merrifield, all these guys, so it's awesome just to have them, be around them in the clubhouse and be around them on the field, so it's been amazing.
Now, in the off seasons, you guys work out in your facilities. Obviously, you're in Fort Worth, Dallas area. What are some of the stuff going into a spring training like, yeah, this is the year that I have a chance and I'm probably going to break with the club because your talent's awesome. I've heard nothing but great things about your character. But what are some that you work on in the off season to prepare for a year?
Just getting my body right, because it's going to be hopefully a long season, and so I just want to make sure everything's fine-tuned, get a little bit stronger, mature as a whole, and just make sure I simplify everything as much as possible, try to make everything on the field as easy as possible, so I make my work a little harder in the off-season, so then whenever it comes to game time, it's not as crazy.
When you were growing up, who's the one hitter, like, you know, as a kid that you looked up to or wanted to kind of emulate to kind of be like?
I always, growing up, Dustin Pedroia, just smaller guy. I was
The
always
real
little.
1-5, by the way.
Come on, that's the
real
fake 1-5. You know, I was a real.
DP is the real 1-5. This guy's the fake 1-5.
Yeah, him and Derek Jeter, and so I just love the way Pedroia played the game, and he was a smaller guy, still hitting bombs over the monster, and just the way he played the game, the high energy, just going out there doing the right things, and he was a great dude both on and off the field, so I like watching him play.
What would it mean to you if you broke camp with the big league club?
It'd be everything I dreamed about, and so I'm just going to keep working, keep trying to take it day by day, enjoy every moment, and just try to help the team as much as possible.
Bobby Witt Jr., #1 prospect in all of baseball. A lot of noise around him, but keeping a very clear head about you as well. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I can't wait to see this guy every day. I mean, he turns 22 in June.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing, ain't it?
If you could trade places with Bobby, yes, I'm in. What do you think? I mean, he's a shortstop, but we're here in third base. What do you think?
And that boggles my mind, to be honest. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's one of the highest rated shortstops in the last 30 years next to Alex Rodriguez. I mean, he's a guy in the minor leagues who's led the league in all the major categories and plays a really good shortstop. So this is no knock on Mondesi in any kind of way. Mondesi had a couple injuries last year. He's an above average shortstop as well. But if this is your cornerstone player that we're talking about in Bobby Witt, he's the guy that you're planning your future around. You want his experience in the big leagues to go as smooth as possible, and in my opinion, for that to go as smooth as possible, you keep him in his natural position. He's a great shortstop. You put him with these names, Wander Franco, Fernando Tatis, Bo Bichette. All these guys were able to come into the league and be themselves in their natural position. He has 18 games that he's played at third base, you know, throughout his minor league career. But if this is the guy that you're building around, you have to allow him to be himself and come into the league and allow him to be that superstar shortstop that you've been talking about for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I have a funny feeling we will see him there.
I hope so.
In a fairly short amount of time. It's a feeling. I don't know. We'll talk to, maybe one day we'll talk to Matheny and find out the real deal. We have to hit a break here. And as we do, I want you to take a look at Byron Buxton. Yeah, it looks like a great idea and a great catch. But Chris will tell you why that is not the case when MLB Tonight returns.